Today in history, it was 70 years ago today that the landmark decision in Brown v. Board of Ed out of Topeka, Kansas was handed down. It was the unanimous U.S. Supreme Court decision in 1954 that ruled separating children in public schools solely on the basis of race was unconstitutional. This marked the end of the separate but equal precedent that same high court had set nearly 60 years prior. This move served as a catalyst for expanding the civil rights movement during the 1950s. So how are things looking now in 2024? Well, the impacts of the decision are still being debated. According to an Associated Press analysis, U.S. schools in recent decades have grown far more diverse, but also, by some measures, more segregated. The data show the number of black and white students who go to school almost exclusively with students of the same race is at an all-time low. On the other hand, a large number of students of color still go to schools that have almost no white students. Earlier this week, the U.S. Secretary of Education, Miguel Cardona, spoke about the history of the ruling and the importance of continued action today.
Black students may no longer need to be escorted to school by U.S. Marshals. Today, we have a system where we have normalized underinvesting in schools that serve a majority black communities. Brown versus Board and its legacy remind us of who we want to be as a nation, a place that upholds values of justice and equity as its highest ideals.
President Biden commemorated the 70th anniversary of that landmark ruling by meeting privately with family members of the plaintiffs who were a part of that 1954 historic case. He met with them at the White House. And afterwards, several attendees talked about their meeting, including the daughter of the late Reverend Oliver Brown, who is the lead plaintiff in the case. The president of the NAACP, Derrick Johnson, added that the push for all children to get quality education did not stop 70 years ago.
It is a political fight. It is a legal fight. It is a moral fight to ensure that we have a future that's reflective of the demographics of this country today and not the demographics of 1950.
President Biden also signed a proclamation yesterday declaring May 17, 2024 as the 70th anniversary of Brown v. Board of Ed.